Many of you might have come across YouTube videos that teach you how to build an Instagram clone or a Twitter bot in just a matter of minutes or hours. Now, while these YouTube tutorials are impressive, for a beginner, I know that you must be feeling, when you watch these videos, you might feel overwhelmed and you might feel that I have such a long journey to go and will I make it? So first of all, always remember that these feelings are completely natural and expected. It's completely natural to feel overwhelmed by these because a lot can be happening in these videos. It's important not to give in to the fear and confusion. Don't let these feelings creep in because they will stop you from getting your goals. So always remember that your goal of becoming a professional software programmer is always within your grasp. These YouTube rock stars, they were beginners and rookies just like you someday. They were strangers to the world of computer programming until they decided to dive right in and spend time learning the craft. Now, learning anything and mastering any skill requires lots of effort and dedication, and these people who you see and look up to have spent years and years improving their programming skills and building projects and to get to where they are right now. So it's important not to get lost and focus on too many things. What I suggest is you pick up one programming language. It can be Python or it can be JavaScript. Then use that programming language to master the very basics of programming, learn the very basics, and you can then start to tinker with the more advanced concepts. Fortunately, there's a lot of free content available out there for programming. Even on Programiz.com, you can find lots of programming tutorials on different programming languages. We also have a YouTube channel where we teach Python, and we're coming up with more tutorial videos as well. But you have to decide what's the learning style for you. So some people prefer text, some people like to read books, some people like blogs, and some people like me prefer watching videos but still like to have a book on the side for a quick reference. So find your learning style and stick to it so that you don't spend too much time going from one video to another blog to another website. So try to, in the beginning, at least in the beginning days, try to find a learning style and stick to it. Now once you master the basics, I suggest that you start building little projects and apps by yourself. What this will do is this will teach you the art of debugging, that is finding issues and bugs with your code, and it will also, you will start writing codes that are a bit longer than what you would write in a typical university course or through a regular Python tutorial. So it will give you that hint of confidence that yes, I can write code that is longer and that is more complicated than what I've been learning. It's also important that you upload all these projects to GitHub and ask your peers for feedback, because when people give you feedback, you find more bugs that you probably did not find before. And also, someone might tell you a better way to do something, a better algorithm to do something that you have done in your code. This is also could be the beginning of your portfolio that will prepare you for a professional career. So when you apply for jobs, then if you have a GitHub profile where you have built small projects, then you have a better chance of getting a better job. Now, once you have a portfolio of a few projects and few apps, then you'll have reached a level of proficiency where you can look at an app like Twitter or LinkedIn and start to visualize how those apps might have been made. Now at this point, it's time to learn about how to build software collaboratively. It's time to learn about the software development process. So coding and software development process aren't the same thing. Coding is basically you write code, and software development process is how do you build software using large number of people and working in a team. So that's a different process, and you should start reading books and learning about that process. Now let me circle back to the original question of are these Instagram clone videos any useful? And my answer is absolutely yes, because these videos give you an insight into the thought process and the overall wiring that goes inside making a complete app, which you might not learn from just tutorial videos. We are planning to come up with such videos as well. We are still in the brainstorming phase for that, but stay tuned, we'll come up with those videos. Now what is already in the pipeline is a Q&A session. So a lot of you have been asking us on YouTube in the comments that you want us to answer your questions. So now you can do that. Go to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube and ask your question with the Ask Programiz hashtag, and I will surely answer your questions. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.